This episode is sponsored by Squarespace. I used Squarespace to build both Basics with Babish and BingingWithBabish.com. On the sites, you'll find recipes, equipment lists, other news, and updates. All beautifully designed, if I do say so myself. Get 10% off your first Squarespace order by visiting squarespace.com/Babish.
Once every 300 years, all major food groups align in the cosmos. Taco, burger, hot dog, pizza. All coming together as one to form Burdigato Supreme!
Oh, my human belly.
Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to Binging with Babish, where this week we're taking a look at the Burdigato Supreme from Teen Titans Go, a once every 300-year mashup of delicious junk foods. But I think we're going to end up with an ice cream and pizza situation here, or more accurately a burger, hot dog, taco, and pizza situation. First up, our taco meat, 1.5 pounds of ground beef that we're treating with a solution of 1 tablespoon of water, tiny whisked together with a half teaspoon each, kosher salt, and baking soda. Massaging in with our hands and letting it sit at room temperature for 15 minutes, which should help improve its texture and moisture retention when we cook it, which we're going to do now in a couple tablespoons of neutral flavored oil in a non-stick pan, sauteing over medium-high heat, and optionally draining of excess fat if you find that your beef is starting to swim in a greasy pool. There we go, nobody ever has to know. Then once nearly cooked through, we're going to apply our taco seasoning mixture. 1 tablespoon kosher salt, 2 teaspoons chili powder, 2 teaspoons all-purpose flour, and 1 teaspoon each sugar, paprika, cumin, onion powder, along with a half teaspoon of garlic powder. Sugar and spice makes our taco nice. Sprinkle that evenly over the beef and allow the spices to toast for about 30 seconds before adding the liquid components. A 1/4 cup of water, 1.5 teaspoons of beef bouillon, and 1 tablespoon of tomato paste. Just enough liquid to lend the mixture an almost taco meat-like moistness. Allow that to cook for 1 to 2 minutes or until thickened and glossy. The hot dogs are getting simply griddled, and we're shaping our 3rd-pound burger into an elliptical form factor to accommodate the taco format. This guy's getting placed on a smoking hot griddle, getting coated with salt and pepper, flipped, double cheesed, and getting flanked with a squirt of water before being covered to allow for maximum meltiness. I'm assembling on parchment paper set in a rim baking sheet because this is probably going to have to be finished in the oven, and starting by laying down some shredded cheddar cheese and pepperoni on a burrito-grade tortilla. Then the hot dogs appear to be crossed, so I'm cutting 1 in half to prevent a tenting situation, filling in the gaps with our taco meat, topping that up with sliced tomatoes and torn romaine. This is going to be the bed for our burger, which experienced some shrinkage. Don't worry, it happens to lots of burgers. Fold over the tortilla and then top that with shredded low-moisture mozzarella and further pepperoni. Then I'm throwing this whole affair in a 400-degree Fahrenheit oven for 6 to 8 minutes until the cheese is fully melted and it looks, done. Rearrange any errant pepperonis, scoop it off, and serve. And that's the Burdigato Supreme. I'm going to glove up to eat this thing, and let's give it a try to see if you really can have too much of a good thing. And the answer is yes, absolutely. This thing tastes like a Cliff Notes of every school lunch that I had growing up. Now, normally this is where I make a gourmet version, but I don't think that's going to fix the problem here. We just need a better form factor and a way to combine these things that's greater than the sum of its parts. So I'm going to try making 4 different versions, each of which is going to be predominantly one of the 4 featured food groups. Let's start with the burger, starting by frying up some hot dogs sliced lengthwise as sort of hot dog bacon, and then I've got a burger patty that's been seasoned with the taco seasoning. That way we're ticking 2 boxes at once. Then the burger itself is going to become a pizza burger by virtue of some melted mozzarella cheese, then topped with the requisite pepperoni. I'm realizing that I forgot pizza sauce, but I don't think any of these are going to leave us wanting for flavor. So we're arranging that and our hot dog bacon on a toasted brioche bun with torn romaine and sliced tomato, topping it up, and there you have it, the burger iteration of the Burdigato, which is at least slightly less messy to eat than its origin story, and it's not bad, but it mostly just tastes like a burger and a hot dog, which is at least convenient. But I think that the other form factors are going to give us opportunities to innovate. Next up, let's try the taco, and I'm going to put to use a viral trend of making a taco smash burger, basically throwing down a burger bowl, topping it with a corn tortilla, and using that as a conduit by which to smash the burger. Kind of a cool idea. Once you've got that nice and flat, slightly larger than the tortilla, it's just a matter of cooking over high heat until well browned, flipping, topping with cheese and in our case pepperoni, and allowing the tortilla to toast while the cheese melts and the burger finishes cooking through. Then we're going to use this smash burger taco as a sort of hot dog bun, which is a new sentence, laying down our griddled dog and flanking it with torn romaine and sliced tomato. And there you have it, the taco version, which also necessitates gloving up, both because it's a greasy mess and it is extraordinarily hot. Eventually I was able to get it together enough to take a big drippy bite, which was as disappointing to eat as it was painful to hold. I'm not sure I'm on board with the smash burger taco trend. As is so often said, Instead, I think this is a job for pizza. So not only am I slicing up some hot dog pepperoni, I'm going to make some smash burger pepperonis, laying down marble-sized hunks of meat and searing until juicy crisp. And this time I'm not forgetting the pizza sauce, which of course I'm going to hit with some taco seasoning. Then I got some store-bought pizza dough here that I'm going to beat the bubbles out of before balling it up and allowing it to proof for 1 to 2 hours under some greasy plastic wrap. Once nearly doubled in size, I'm placing it on a well-floured worktop, then pressing, rolling, and stretching it out into as large a disc as possible, right up until the point where you think it's going to start to tear. Then I'm laying it out on a floured pizza peel before topping. First up, our taco-flavored pizza sauce, spread edge to edge, followed by some shredded full-fat, low-moisture mozzarella, then both our mini smash burger and sliced hot dog quote-unquote pepperoni. Give that a little shuffle to make sure that it's going to slide undramatically off your peel, and shimmy it onto a pizza stone that's been preheating in a 450-degree Fahrenheit oven for at least an hour, baking for 8 to 12 minutes or until beginning to brown around the edges. Slice it up and you got yourself some burger, taco, hot dog pizza. And this is the first version that I actually enjoyed. Probably because it's mostly a pizza, but it does have burger, hot dog, taco vibes. Last up's the one I'm most excited about though, the hot dog version. I'm starting by pizzafying the hot dog bun, which I'm going to toast in a 400-degree Fahrenheit oven for a few minutes until the cheese is melted, and then I'm treating the beef like a chopped cheese, throwing down a pound of ground round, which I'm going to sprinkle with taco seasoning instead of the usual chopped cheese adobo. Brown that up over high heat until it's nearly cooked through, top with cheese, and with that it's time to assemble, nestling the dog in its pizza bun, and then topping with chopped cheese almost like a way better chili dog. And there you have it, the hot dog iteration of this abomination equation. And this one turned out to be far and away my favorite. I think the biggest takeaway is make chopped cheese and put it on your hot dog, because the chopped cheese dog needs to become a thing. It's tastier, less sloppy, and easier to make than a chili dog, and in spite of their numerous health benefits, if you skip the mozzarella and pepperoni, you got yourself a worthwhile stomach ache for your now human belly. Thanks again to Squarespace for sponsoring today's episode. They've been a great partner in supporting the Babish culinary universe and bringing my websites to life. From websites to online stores to domains and analytics, Squarespace is the all-in-one platform for you to build your online presence. They also have SEO tools so that your site is getting found and searched by more people more often. If you want to try it for yourself, you can start your free trial today by visiting squarespace.com/Babish to get 10% off your first purchase.